All right, ladies and gents, welcome to this video. My name is Taylor Bentude. I am deeply excited to give you this video. Last night I couldn't fall asleep. It was like 1 a.m. and I just decided to think about my agency and start working on our agency. And one of the things that came through was this epic mental breakthrough on basically what the biggest bottleneck is going to be for the next year, 2021. That we need to be able to master and fix in order to reach our target goal of $500,000 per month by the beginning of 2023. Okay. And I know that's a big audacious goal. It's a 3-year goal. We set it 12 months ago, but we're pacing quite well. Very well, actually. So here's this breakthrough, and I sent it in a Slack message here. So I sent this to a couple of people in Better AMS, and I said, hey, I feel that 2021 is going to be a year of talent, mastering, sourcing, training, managing, and retaining talent. Although there are other things that are important, this I think will be our #1 challenge for reaching 500K per month by 2023 while still maintaining great culture. That last sentence is the most important, okay? While still maintaining great culture. Now, the end of this message, or there was a lot in between this, but the end also said, I think we will have no problem hitting 200 to 250K per month by the end of this year, 2021, by the end of next year, if we work hard on mastering all aspects of talent while incentivizing and really pushing for everyone to work hard on retention and experience, okay? So retention of clients and the experience we give to clients, and not only clients, but to our people internally in the agency, okay? So this was the big realization, and it had kind of occurred in minor forms prior to last night, but I think it really sunk in last night and really kind of hit me. So I want to pull up this whiteboard and kind of walk through why this has hit me and why I believe this to be true. To give you some context, our agency right now is doing about $100-ish thousand per month. Okay, this month in December we'll do about $111,000. Last month I think we did around 110, but let's just say average $100,000 per month. Okay, great. We got a long ways to go, but with where we're at right now, I feel that the biggest thing that can be mastered is talent, because we have the resources for the first time ever to go big and invest in not only great talent, but helping and allowing that great talent to become the best person of that which they can be. Because now our agency is in a position where, let me pull up the whiteboard here, we finally have people out of the trenches, okay? And not 100%, but what you're gonna find when you're scaling this agency, and this is one of the most difficult things to do, is this is the agency, okay? And as you scale, naturally speaking, the first person that's going to come out of ITB, which is in the business work, okay, client service delivery, this kind of stuff, is going to be you, the agency owner, most likely. Okay, this is most likely the case for every agency owner that's starting their agency. Now, as you scale further, let's just say that this is at about 25K to 40K per month, that you are able to remove yourself from the agency in the business. And so you can now just work pretty much 100%, let's just say even like 90% on the business, meaning that you can help build better systems to deliver better client results. You can focus on hiring people. You can focus on building a software. Everything is on the business, on the business, on the business. That's great. Now, as you scale, if you want to keep scaling, you want to keep going further, you need to get another person out of the trenches, okay? Now, the trenches we will consider ITB. And ITB, it's not a bad thing, okay? I'm not trying to position this as a bad thing. It's a very necessary part of the business, and everyone needs to deeply understand it. You shouldn't really bring someone here unless they fully understand here, right? So you need to understand ITB if you're gonna go to OTB, because really it's difficult to build systems for your agency when you have no idea what the existing systems and things are. So you need to get more people out of the trenches. Now, we're getting to a point where we can start to have a few people out of the trenches. That's a big deal, because if you have 3 people working 100% to 90% on the business, That is a very important thing, because you're going to be improving systems, improving the experience, improving the service, improving the results for the clients, improving the efficiency of everything, and just overall, it'll become a better company, not only for the clients, but for the people who work inside the company. Okay, so stay with me. This is a lot of context leading up to this. So right now we're at about 110, okay? And we don't fully have 3 people out of the trenches. I'm personally the only person who's 100% out of the trenches and focuses 100% time OTB, okay? But we have 2 people that are getting close to it, and actually another person who is starting to spend more and more time OTB. And everyone has OTB projects, but I'm the only one who's right now 100% OTB. I'm not managing any clients. Everyone else has clients. And then aside from me, my partner Destiny, she's managing the second least amount of clients. She has about 3 clients right now. And then the fourth least, I think, is Alex. And Alex is coming out of the trenches. He has still 5 or 6, maybe 7 clients, but he's coming out of the trenches so he can focus more so on managerial stuff and managing a team of account executives, making sure nothing's falling through the cracks. He also does a lot of stuff with accounting, etc. So we're getting to this point. Now, all right, here's where we get to talent, okay? I promise we're gonna get to the context here. This is where I think we are, okay? See this little X? For a long time, since 2016, our agency, Better AMS, it's been a slow climb. And in fact, there was probably actually a dip like this because the agency, I almost pretty much killed it because of Sam Ovens. I've talked about that before. But aside from this little Sam Ovens dip of almost killing the agency, fortunately, we have come back strong. Now, we finally, I feel like, have crossed a point where we have extreme amount of leverage and enough leverage to go big on talent. So as you're scaling your agency, it's just you, and you'll reach a certain point of revenue. Like, let's just say that this is $100,000 per month revenue. This red line represents $100K per month. It's going to be a different revenue point for every agency owner, but for us, let's just say it's $100,000 per month. Okay, that's great. Now, this is the threshold where essentially the time and energy of you, the founder, and you, the owner. This is the big enchilada, everybody. This is the moment of wisdom and truth coming at you. The time and energy of you, the founder, is better spent thinking about how you can utilize your resources. Okay, let's just call resources your finances, right? Those big worthless Benjamins in your bank account, how you can leverage those things to grow the company, okay? And that comes in many different forms. You could hire a software development team to build a way faster and better process that will deliver better client results. You could hire a software development team to build a more efficient system to help you basically reduce the amount of people you need to be able to service your clients. There's a lot of different things you could do. For us in this moment, I truly believe that the biggest thing that we can master is talent. Okay, so finding and basically sourcing, vetting, recruiting, hiring, training, and retaining A+ talent. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And the hardest thing is finding the people and attracting them, and then, of course, getting them to join your company. And from there, it gets a little bit easier where you just need to give them training. And honestly, if they're really great, they won't need a whole lot of training. You'll just need to kind of show them the ropes of the existing systems, which is relatively easy. And then retaining A+ talent, which is making sure that you're giving these geniuses and these amazing, brilliant people the projects that align with their strengths and a level of challenge that they feel good about, and just an environment that is very supportive of their self-actualization and their personal development within the company. Because if you don't do that, they won't be able to thrive. And if they're not able to thrive, the company won't grow. And if the company doesn't grow and they're not able to thrive, you can't really give them raises. And if you can't give them raises, I mean, like, it's not to say that everything's about money, but like at the end of the day, people want to be able to earn more year after year after year, or potentially month after month if they're like a salesperson on commissions. And so the company needs to grow. And the company will only grow if the people grow, right? So it's kind of this weird paradox where people think, I need to like grow the agency. Let me focus all my energies as the founder on like paid acquisition or building a lead gen system and etc. And look, that stuff was great for here, for all of this area here. It was great for this area here, right? You built the lead gen system, you got the clients, you've been able to scale, but now you've reached a new territory, okay? And this new territory requires something completely opposite of what you were once doing here. There's this funny quote, and it basically says, what got you there, or what got you here won't get you there. It's actually a book, I think. And essentially what it means is just like, hey, what got you to $100,000 per month is not going to get you to 200. And so you need to start shifting your energies towards developing this epic culture and environment and sourcing, vetting, recruiting, hiring, training, retaining A+ talent. Now, this is just for us in our situation. I'm not saying if you cross $100,000 per month or 50 or 60 or 70, whatever, this is what you need to do. You need to analyze your machine and you need to identify what you think the biggest bottleneck is in that machine. For us, I know for sure right now, talent is the biggest bottleneck, OTB, on the business wise. We have tremendous issues with we can't find and hire an A+ player in less than 30 days, let alone 60 days. It's a problem. And we need to be able to do that if we're going to plan to scale to where we want to get to, which is $500,000 a month in the next 24 months. So this is great. Now, the second side to the coin of this, let me pull up the screenshot that I had, is not only finding great talent, training them, retaining them, giving them a great environment so they can grow and the company can grow with them, but giving good incentivization and making sure that those 2 to 3 or however many people you have that get to spend 100% to 90 to 70% of their time on the business, making sure that those people are focusing on this aspect of talent and making sure that their energies, not all of it, but a good portion, are going to these very important aspects of sourcing, vetting, recruiting, hiring, training, etc. And that's kind of where I feel like we're going to be in 2021, is really trying to master talent. Now, the second side to this coin is not only talent, but also a focus on client retention and experience. So this year, it was very much a year of scale. We brought on a lot of new clients. We scaled tremendously. It was epic. We doubled our monthly revenue. We went from, I think January's monthly revenue in 2020 was like 50, 60,000. And we closed out December with about 110,000 revenue, which is great. And we've been maintaining it. It wasn't just like this like blip where it just went from 50 to 100. It was steady dip because of COVID, and then it goes up. But 2021, I really feel like we kind of need to figure out a system in which we can incentivize everyone to focus heavily upon retention of all the new clients that we've brought on this year and experience. And this doesn't mean that we're not going to focus on signing new clients. It's just that within the context of our agency, I truly believe that marketing really isn't an issue, and that it's fairly simple to fix in terms or scale. And the hardest thing that we'll run into is actually talent and retention. So hiring great people, giving them a great environment, and making sure that these people that we're bringing on, including not only the new people, but the existing people and myself and the people who everyone's in this new company, is focusing heavily upon retention and providing the best experience possible for the clients. Okay, so that's it. Big realization on where I think that what our agency needs to focus on. And the big lesson for you here is just that you'll kind of need to be aware that at some point, your time and energy is better spent thinking about how you can utilize the finances that are coming into your company, and how you can find amazing, epic people that can take you to the next level, because you do not know everything. You don't have the skills to do everything. And believe me, if you're trying to scale an agency, this is the most people-centric or people-oriented company on earth, and people-centricity is very important. So focusing on having a great culture, having a great sourcing, vetting, recruiting, hiring, training, retaining system in place, and then client experience retention, those are the things we're going to be working on. And I hope you enjoyed some of the insights in this video. Hey, the only thing I ask of you to do is hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This was a bit of a brain dump with a lot of context, but Really excited, man. Just really freaking excited. So this is legendary. I hope you guys were as thrilled as I am now thinking about all this stuff, but your bottleneck's going to be different than ours. This is just ours, and hopefully you can pick up some insights. All right, hit the sub button. Much love, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.